Hey guys, welcome back to the Legend of Zelda Wind Waker HD walkthrough. This is Chapter 1 and Part B. So once you're in your house, head up the ladder and your grandma will be waiting for you. She has some clothes for you because it is the time of the, it is, since it's your birthday, you're old enough to wear these clothes just for one day though. Don't worry, we're only wearing them for one day. So put them on. Link obviously is not too happy about them, and I don't know if I would either if someone gave me a green tunic and said, you know, you kind of have to wear it. Especially if they're on a tropical island, it's kind of hot, and yeah, I don't know if I'd actually want to do that, but he doesn't really have a choice. He doesn't want to upset his grandma, so yeah. So now we get to control Link with the hero's clothes, or the green here, yeah, the hero's clothes, I suppose. So anyway, once you have these, as your grandma said, go find Aryll. You can head out. And one thing I forgot to do before, you see there's this lady carrying a pot on her head. You can pick up a rock and be kind of mean and break the pot on her head by throwing it at her, which will result in 1 rupee. You can talk to her, it's kind of funny. She says, why'd you do that? But I'll let you discover that on your own. But anyways, that's 1 more rupee there, going towards whatever we're going to be using it for, which, yeah. Trust me, you're going to want rupees as early as possible. So once you can go back up to the lookout and you will find your sister Aryll, where we will get our first item in the game. Also notice that there's a lot of seagulls around here, not that it's that important, but something that I didn't notice until this playthrough. Yeah, I've played through this game 6 or 7 times and I didn't even realize this. I just thought it was kind of a lapse in logic of the game. I'll point it out later on in this chapter, but there's a lot of seagulls around Aryll. Yeah, so for your birthday present, she's letting you borrow her telescope, but only for today. So, yeah, but so we have to give it back when we give the clothes back. That's fine. So she wants us to try to look over the house. So if you are using the gamepad, you can just slide your finger to equip items. Otherwise, if you're using the Pro Controller, pause and set it to Y, X, or R. Anyways, then you want to point it at the postman, zoom all the way up, and then the postman will go crazy. He'll look up, then you look up, and there's a giant bird in the sky. Oh no. Okay, so this is some oddly unusual stuff happening, and it's your birthday. They're kind of ruining it for you, but oh well, what can you do about that? So, there's some pirates here. And you'll see the bird get hit with a stone and drop a girl into the forest. Now I always did wonder where the bird went. The bird is called the Helmarock King. But he just kind of disappears. Anyways, you can backflip off the top or use the ladder and go down. Now we need a way to defend ourselves, Aryll said, so let's go find a way to defend ourselves. You could have talked to this guy standing on the high porch earlier. He's showing you how to use Z targeting, or well, rather ZL targeting. He'll tell you to talk to his brother, but we're just going to do that anyways. So come down here, and this is Orca. He's kind of an important character in the game, even later in the game, not just for right now, so remember him. Anyways, he'll teach you how to use the sword, so you have to go through this tutorial process. The first, he'll teach you the horizontal slice. Just press B. You have to press B while you're not moving the stick. So it's kind of annoying because you're not targeting him at all. But then he'll teach you the vertical slice. You have to press B while you're targeting him. So just make sure you do that, you'll be fine. Next is the thrust. For some reason it didn't work for me a couple times here. While you're pushing the stick forward, you gotta press B, and you're targeting him. And for whatever reason, I know I was pushing the stick forward, but I might not have been pushing it towards him. That might have been the problem. And next is the spin attack. You can either hold B, which is the easier way, but the slower way, or you can quickly move your thumb around on the joystick, on the left joystick, and then tap B. Next is the parry attack. This you'll use quite a bit during the game. Basically, you wait for an enemy who's about to attack you, and then you roll and dodge their attack and attack back. It's very useful and it's cool. It actually inspired a lot of the stuff from Twilight Princess, and that you learn from the wolves. But that's another game. We'll get there eventually. Anyways, once you do this, you can grab the hero sword, or, well, you get the hero sword, so now you can cut down trees. Now, we didn't go all the way up the hill before because there were some trees blocking our way, but now we can take those out. So go ahead and leave here, and before you head to the right, head to the left because there are some trees that we can cut down to get a yellow rupee, which will give us 10 more rupees to our collection. Pretty nice there. So cut down those trees, grab the yellow rupee, and now we can head over to the left side of the island, or the other side of the island, to start heading up the big hill. I guess technically it's a whole different island, but yeah, it's one island in the game, whatever. Once you're at the top of the hill, there'll be a bridge. You can just walk right on it. And don't worry about the little hole in the middle. As I said before, Link will automatically jump over the hole if you're running towards it. So even if you roll right before it, so you're all good. Then you can enter the forest at the top. So now we'll actually get to put the sword to use on a new enemy here. But not quite yet. Head on the right up the little ledge there and jump off. You'll see there's a log. So head to the right side of the log and crouch and go through it for a red rupee. Then it'll show the new enemy. This is a bokoblin. It's the most basic enemy in the game. These ones don't have weapons. Ones later in the game might have weapons. There are 3 varieties: red, blue, and pink. You can find them in almost any sector. A lot of them are on the lookout towers in the middle of the ocean. We'll see them later. In fact, we'll be taking some down, many down during the course of the walkthrough. Also, the spoil item that they may drop is the joy pendant. So keep that in mind. Joy pendants are useful and they're actually required for part of the game. So once you take the first bokoblin down, go ahead, climb up the ledge, and then climb up the tree trunk, walk up it, jump off, and 2 more bokoblins will drop down. Once you take care of those, Tetra will fall down, just like she has now. Oh, I think I spoiled her name. Well, her name is Tetra. Sorry, I spoiled it a little bit before, yeah, they just said it there. Sorry. Spoiled it, 10 seconds before they said it in the game. Her name is Tetra. She's a pirate. She's actually the leader of a pirate, so nice female character. And she doesn't really care that you saved her, though. Anyways, there's just a cutscene here now, so I'll let you guys watch it. So after that cutscene's over, we'll find out that Link wants to go with Tetra, and I don't blame him. He wants to save his sister. They say no. The Birdman says you should because it's your fault. Yeah. Sorry if I went through the dialogue a little fast there. You can pause it if you really want to hear it, but I can sum it up for you guys. Birdman says it's her fault. So then she says, yeah, you can come with us unless you find a shield. So Link has to find a shield. If you remember earlier, we saw a shield in our house. So all we have to do is go and grab that one. So once you're in your house, head up the ladder, and you'll see that the shield's missing. So all that's left to do is go back down the ladder, and a cutscene will ensue where we see that Link's grandmother has the shield. She knew this day would come, that you'd have to leave. So yeah, we're gonna have to leave and go on an adventure! Yay! But obviously, Link and Grandma have to part, which is kind of sad. Now that we've grabbed a shield, there's one thing we want to do before we leave. You see this small boat on the left side of the dock. Head up in it, and this is Beetle's ship shop, or Beetle's shop ship, maybe. Yeah, Beetle's shop ship. Try saying that 10 times fast. We're going to want to buy some stuff. So first off, buy the bait bag. We can store bait that you see there, the Hioi pears, or the all-purpose bait. For right now, buy one of each. You could get away without buying the Hioi pear, but I highly recommend having the bait, just because it's useful. You use it primarily to fill out your map for the Great Sea. So I'll be showing you how to do that later on in the walkthrough, or rather the game will show you. And I will be doing that in this walkthrough, but probably off screen. Anyways, once you do that, you can head back over to Tetra and show her that you have a shield, tell her you're ready to go. There's nothing else we can do on the island. You can say goodbye to people and see what they say, but that's for you to do. And then a cutscene will ensue. After the cutscene's over, well, I will see you in Part C of the Chapter 1 walkthrough.